PBS and NPR in crisis? CPB shutdown sends shockwaves through public media. In a stunning blow to American public media, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, CPB, is reportedly on the verge of shutting down, a move that could dramatically impact two of the most trusted names in U.S. journalism, PBS and NPR. Founded in 1967, CPB is the financial backbone of public media in America. It provides essential funding to local TV and radio stations across all 50 states. Without it, the entire infrastructure of public broadcasting, from frontline reporting to educational children's content, is now facing unprecedented uncertainty. So what exactly is happening? Insiders have revealed that CPB has been unable to secure crucial federal funding for the upcoming fiscal year, sparking fears of a complete operational shutdown. While political battles over public funding aren't new, this latest crisis appears far more serious, with no clear path forward. If the CPB folds, hundreds of local NPR and PBS affiliate stations could face immediate budget cuts, layoffs, and in some cases, total shutdowns. And make no mistake, this isn't just a media industry issue. It's a potential national cultural crisis. What this means for PBS. PBS, home to beloved programs like Frontline, Nova, PBS NewsHour, and Sesame Street, relies heavily on CPB funding to support its local stations. Unlike commercial networks, PBS doesn't rake in profits from ads. It thrives on grants, donations, and crucially, CPB funding. Without it, many local PBS stations would go dark, especially in rural and underserved areas. These stations don't just air documentaries and children's shows. They also serve as vital educational and informational hubs for millions of Americans. Educational programming like Arthur, Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, and Curious George could face significant production cuts. Documentaries that hold powerful institutions accountable, like Frontline, could lose the budget and reach needed to stay competitive in the crowded streaming era. NPR could be gutted. NPR, another crown jewel of public media, would also be hit hard and fast. While its national content like Morning Edition and All Things Considered might survive, hundreds of local NPR member stations that rely on CPB funds could shut down entirely. This means fewer local news reports, less investigative journalism, and more media deserts, especially in states where NPR affiliates are often the only non-corporate news sources available. In an era of increasing media distrust, losing NPR's voice in regional America could have serious political and social consequences. Political blame game begins. While the CPB shutdown hasn't officially happened yet, the political rhetoric is already heating up. Lawmakers on both sides are trading barbs. Some argue public broadcasting is non-essential in the age of digital media, while others point to CPB's role in keeping Americans informed, educated, and culturally connected. Critics argue this is part of a broader trend, defunding institutions that serve public good but don't generate profits. Supporters of the CPB are urging Congress to act quickly, warning that every day without funding puts more stations at risk. Bigger than TV and radio. The cultural fallout. Let's be clear, CPB shutting down isn't just about TV and radio. It's about access. It's about free media, non-commercial content, educational equity, and regional storytelling that doesn't cater to ad dollars. In rural towns, native communities, inner cities, and immigrant neighborhoods, public broadcasting is often the only accessible source of reliable information. Without CPB, millions will be left with fewer voices, fewer perspectives, and more media monopolies controlling what people see, hear, and believe. Could tech giants step in? There's been some speculation about whether companies like Apple, Amazon, or Google could fund parts of PBS or NPR through philanthropy. But media analysts warn that turning public media into corporate charity is not a sustainable or ethical long-term solution. Public broadcasting was designed to be independent of political and corporate influence, a media model that's becoming rarer by the day. The CPB's collapse could mean that model dies with it. What happens next? As of now, CPB leaders are lobbying hard to restore funding, but time is running out. If a solution isn't found soon, local stations will start issuing furloughs, canceling shows, and selling off equipment, potentially by the end of the year. For viewers, this means a real risk of losing your local PBS channel. For listeners, it means your favorite NPR host might be gone tomorrow. And for American culture, it's a giant leap backward at a time when trusted community-rooted media is needed more than ever. Final word. This is a watershed moment for American media. If CPB is allowed to collapse, the damage to PBS and NPR could be permanent, and millions of Americans, especially in vulnerable communities, will lose more than just entertainment. They'll lose a critical voice that's been telling their stories for generations. The battle to save public broadcasting has begun. The question is, will anyone in power actually care enough to fight for it? Stay tuned to the Report Zone as we follow this breaking story and bring you updates, expert interviews, and in-depth analysis on what this means for the future of American media. Thank you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more critical updates from the Report Zone.